Could you give us your name, please?
My name is Fernando Ruiz.
I'm Manuel Wenkert.
Vlado. Phil.
My name is Uli Wilke.
Chris Clayton.
Felix. Peter.
Carsten.
My name is Thomas.
Nicole Siepmann.
Gert Siepmann.
My name is Robert Krombeke.
What makes you so famous?
That's a good question. I think perhaps nothing.
She.
Nothing.
Nothing at all. Everything. Simply everything. And my monkey, of course.
Yeah, I think too, the pet.
Yes, okay, it's the same.
And a little bit his size. A little bit.
Am I famous? I don't know. Well, I don't know. I paint miniatures. I now have a company of miniatures, but I wouldn't say I'm famous. I'm on the road.
My big mouth, probably.
My brothers from the Vinci's.
My small nose? No. I don't know. I got no own painting style, but I really have fun to paint, and yes.
I have so much love in my heart for all people around me.
Me?
Yeah.
My belly.
I wouldn't say that I was famous. I've never considered myself as being famous, so. But if people think that I'm famous, then that's great. But I've never considered myself as being famous, so fame's not something that I consider really. So.
What do you like the most about the hobby?
She likes most the discussion about this hobby at our painting table at home. I like more the creativity with paint you can achieve.
I like painting and meeting people. That's great.
I like the figures, especially the historical figures and the fantasy figures, and I like the creative and on figure painting and so.
I would love to say the same, but I simply like brush licking.
Yeah, brush licking is very cool, and I like the creative part on the hobby.
People, meeting people, painting figures. I mean, it's, everything is some way related between it, because you get more knowledge when you meet new people and they share their techniques with you, and you share yours with them. So it's a bit of a soulful thing when you are a bit more into this hobby. So maybe people, maybe practicing, maybe painting, it's all related.
The variety and the inspiration that you get from the creative ideas that other people have, that inspires me in the hobby.
The exchange with other people and meeting many people and have fun with them.
Yes, I love to paint figures, and I love to put my whole creative ideas in apes.
Colors I like the most. Yeah.
I like the expression I do with my pencil, with the paint, to have my passion transferred on the mini. So a bit freedom for me.
The enthusiasm from everybody and the way that people share. That's what I like the most, is the way that people share ideas, share techniques, just a way of keeping the hobby alive really, and people's enthusiasm for doing the hobby and keeping it fun.
How do you like your eggs in the morning?
Hard boiled, but still with a smooth yellow core.
Warm.
Stone hard.
Me too, yes.
Yes, also.
I only have a coffee, and then I don't used to breakfast too much. Well, I don't have eggs, sorry.
Sunny side up.
Bacon.
Bacon too.
Bacon and eggs.
Mirrored.
Scrambled.
Which kind of advice would you give to a beginner?
Have fun and keep painting. Beside any misresults.
Yeah, you have to set you a goal, and then you will have to work for it.
I think for a beginner it is most easier when you paint when he begins with small sizes to paint. But I think the bigger sizes you must paint more realistic, and you can make so many mistakes. We can see every mistake, and so it is easier to paint the small scales, I think.
Don't taste too much thinner, like for all colors.
Practice, 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 and have fun.
The results are going to come, but not always in the short term. you know, because sometimes people get disheartened because they don't advance as quick as they want. But it's impossible. It's a hobby that takes a lot of time and practice to master. So you need to improve by painting a figure and then another one and then another one and then another one, and then throw out all these ones to the trash can and start painting again. And then once you have reached a level, you have to think that you don't know anything and start again with new perspectives, and never lose that point, that angle of being able and willing to learn new things. That's the best advice I can imagine.
Take it step by step.
Paint, 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 and paint.
Okay.
Have fun with your hobby.
Just try. Keep on trying. And express yourself.
Don't try too hard. Just have fun. Keep practicing. But don't worry if it doesn't happen all at once. And don't worry if it doesn't happen first time. Just keep at it, but keep it fun. And most of all, have a break. Go out and have some fresh air every now and then. Don't spend all your time sat at your workbench.
How much time do you spend painting or sculpting every week?
About 5 or 6 hours in the whole week.
Oh, 30 hours a week.
5 to 10 hours.
15. Every day, 2 hours, I think.
Depends. And now with the company, it's difficult to say, because sometimes I have to spend 50 hours because I have to finish something, or I haven't spent any time at all because I'm hurried with other stuff, like websites and doing ads and thinking about things, making telephone calls. You know, sometimes it's difficult. But the average time in a week could be 20-30 hours.
It depends. Sometimes every day a few hours, and sometimes weeks in a row I don't do it at all because I'm organizing the show.
Sometimes more when I don't work, and other times less. Yes, I can't say I paint every day or every week so much hours. I have weeks I paint every day many hours. Other weeks I don't paint a minute. Yes.
2 hours a day.
I try about 1 hour a day or 2 hours a day.
About 8 hours, 8 to 10 hours.
I would say I spend probably 14 hours a day in a week. It's a lot. Yeah. See, I don't take my own advice about getting up and going for a break, do I?
What do you like the most, beer or coffee?
Coffee.
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 I like to mix it.
Coffee sucks bananas.
Maybe coffee, yeah. Maybe coffee. Well, in the morning I have at least every day I have 2 or 3 coffees, but beer not so often. So let's go for coffee.
Coffee.
Coffee and beer.
Coffee.
Beer. Certainly beer.
Beer.
How would you define the hobbyist, the guy who does the hobby, in 3 words?
Crazy, funny, and creative.
Freaky?
Crazy, friendly, and creative.
Creative, mad, and beautiful.
Creative, crazy sometimes, and lovely.
Enthusiastic. The second one could be patient, and the third should be, of course, monkey, because you have to be a bit monkey in your inner self to be able to have the the spirit to try to reach the banana that is farthest.
That is a good question. I don't know. Yeah, that's
Creative. Playful.
Creative.
Madness, passion, and crazy.
3 words isn't very much, is it? 3 words. In 3 words. The hobbyist. In 3 words. Enthusiastic, inspired, and slightly mad.
Which kind of music do you listen to while painting or sculpting?
Music from the movies. At the moment, classic. Yeah. If it gets very difficult, for example, heavy metal or Rammstein. Yeah. To get the mind free. So that's it.
I hear modern classic, and also metal, hip hop, all kind of music.
For me, it's rock and roll, special hard rock, like AC/DC or Iron Maiden or so.
Old guys rock.
To rock.
Everything from classical music. When I want to be more often relaxing music, like classical or jazz, or even original soundtracks, things like that. But I also like good old rock and pop, and I have fetish groups or singers that I all the time listening, like David Bowie or the Beach Boys. I'm very eclectic. You know, I have strokes like
Dream Theater, Eminem, but mostly rock music, like Dream Theater, that kind of Rush. That's what I like to do. Gives me energy, as long as it's noisy.
I don't listen to music. It's nice when it's still.
House and the Yoshida brothers, when we hold our Malgrenzchen, our painting sessions.
Mostly soundtracks from movies.
Soundtracks, movie soundtracks, completely.
All kinds of music. Very eclectic mix. Everything from Japanese pop, French hip hop, prog rock, you name it, I'll listen to it.
Do you have any other hobby?
No.
I play football.
No, biking.
For me, it's only figure painting. Yes.
Yes, I collect the Star Wars stuff. I also collect militaria. I read. I'm very into movies, cinema with my wife. She also likes a lot. I like to make trips to anywhere else to see new places.
Scuba diving.
Sailing.
No.
Watching DVDs.
Sure, I'm doing martial arts, and I like to read or go to the cinemas.
I don't have time for any other hobbies. Breathing, eating, sleeping.
Would you get your girlfriend or your wife into the hobby?
With coffee and chocolate, bring her to the table. Yeah, to the painting table. On the other hand, I try to get her out of the hobby, as she's getting better than me.
I give it a try, but she won't.
Yes, my wife is also painting figures, but only flat figures, and my daughter begins to paint figures. So we make a family hobby from it.
I tried so hard, but she hates it. What can I do?
Yeah, so no.
My girlfriend works at Games Workshop, so my wife, she is maybe not as much as a painter as she was in the old days, but she knows all the people, she's more into all social thing now.
I tried, but she wouldn't listen to me, so no, it doesn't work. No, she does other things. She paints.
She don't like to paint.
I have tried, but she didn't paint more than 3 hours, and then she said it's not my thing.
Complicated question. There is no girlfriend. But I would try, yes, of course. Why not?
I tried to, but she didn't want to.
My wife, she has a hobby of her own. So she's a cake decorator. So she kind of models, but with sugar.
If you had to do the diorama of your life, something that really matters for you, what would be the subject?
She already started with the cemetery. I think it should be the raid on Moscow.
Diorama of my life, I think a little bit pirate stuff. Pirates and orcs, I think. That's cool.
The Battle of Helm's Klamm. In 120 millimeters.
Yes.
With 40,000 figures. Yeah.
I would like to make something I have always hoped to be able to do someday. Something that make people think about life, ethics, philosophy. But I don't know what angle will I have to use to approach to that. But maybe it's something related to that. I don't know for sure.
The chaos in my head.
Big fight between a monster and a lot of sorcerers.
I've built it up. Kind of implaceable from Kumini or not.
Definitely a dragon too, I think.
A scene from Market Garden, liberating Eindhoven by the Irish Guards. That would be my personal interest, because I have family in England within the Irish Guards company, and so that would be my project of life.
My ideal diorama would be something huge that involved a journey, and something that that involved a journey and involved peril, but also involved great reward. So something quite philosophical.
would be quite big.
It would be gigantic.
Yeah. Okay. Are you a nerd or a freak?
Two freaks.
I hope a nerd.
Both.
Yes, I'm also.
Maybe both.
A freak.
A fraud.
A freaky nerd.
Neither.
I would define a freak.
Oh, a nerd.
Do you picture yourself still painting at the age of 60?
Well, I have to. My stash is that large. I have to paint until I'm 300.
I will. Yes?
Oh, I hope I can see the figures. When I can see it, I want to do it, yes?
Me too.
I hope so.
I hope so. If my hands and sight allows, yeah. Because, well, maybe I have an advantage because I'm short-sighted, so I don't need a special lens to paint. I only have to remove mine, and my hand is more or less firm yet. Maybe I go crazy before that, but...
I have to use an optivisor now, so now I'm 51, so I have 9 years to go until I'm 60? Yeah, right. Well, technically it should be possible, and I think I will.
Yes, of course.
Yes, till I will die.
Always painting.
Sure, I hope so. If I can still see it, I will certainly paint.
If I can still see by the time I'm 60, yeah. I'd like to think that I'd be still painting when I'm 80.
When did you start painting and how many years from now is it?
15 years for her. I'm going into my 20th year by now.
I started painting in 2009, and that's now 4 years.
I started with 17 years and
25 years.
10 or 12 years.
I started painting at 17, but before that I started building tanks and 172 figures to play with the friends. So since I was a child, but I painted painting from 17. So it's now 20 years since I started.
When did Napoleon lose Waterloo? When was that? I think it was 1996 or something. Yeah, 1996.
I started with 14.
I started painting with 5 on papers and with the normal colors, and to start with the hobby on the tabletop. This was my start in 2002, and since 5 years I started with the painting for competitions.
I painted my first tabletop mini 1993.
I started painting with 12, 13, and it's almost 30 years now.
I've been painting for a long time, so I have probably been painting for 30 years.
If you could be an animal, which one would it be?
Turtle or gorilla?
I think a bear.
Ant.
I would be an ant, like not an arma, it's like a tree, you know, on Herr der Ringe, ant.
My special animal is a falcon. Here you see it's a falcon. Yeah, it's a falcon. It's a falcon. Yeah.
Dog?
A lion.
A bonobo ape.
It's the same.
Probably a dragon.
Speaking from my statue, I think I would be an elephant.
A cat.
How do you feel like while painting genitals?
She finds it quite amusing, and I like it most if they are my own.
It's okay. It's a part of it.
I'm simply happy.
It's very crazy for me to paint it.
I haven't crossed that boundary yet because I haven't painted one yet. The day I have to, if I get confused or sick or something, I will let you know.
I never do.
I don't paint porn scenes.
I never have to.
I like when the models wear something, not completely naked.
Easy.
I don't recall painting any genitals recently, and I certainly don't recall how I felt when I painted them. I wouldn't. If I'm painting genitals, it's probably no different to painting any other part of the figure. So it's just paint. It's just a model.
Did you enjoy this interview?
Yes, we like it.
I enjoyed it much, yes.
Yes, I enjoyed. Thank you very much.
It was such a pleasure.
Yeah, a lot.
Of course, it was fun.
Yes, very much. Nice questions. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Definitely.
Of course, yeah.
In parts, yes.